Okay, so today let's try to understand a very basic concept about recursion. Recursion is when a function calls itself. To understand this better, so I have taken six chocolates. Okay, you can see over here. I have taken six chocolates. Okay, so there is a first boy in a class. Okay, he says I will inform first. Okay, and he's a good guy. Okay, he says I will inform first, then I will go for next chocolate in a storeroom. Okay, so basically what he wants to print is like choco 1, choco 2. So every time he'll inform and then we'll go for next chocolate. Okay, now to so basically we'll inform first. So let's say we will take a function. Okay, and then we'll inform. So we'll say print uh, choco plus I. Okay, and then he will go for the next chocolate. So again he will go for the next chocolate in the storeroom. So we'll call f of I plus 1. So first, when we'll call this function with f of 1, it will first print with choco 1, and then it will go for f of 2, right? So this we call as uh, pre-order traversal. So basically we are informing first and then we are going for the next action, or we are calling the same method. Okay, now over here, so if we write this, it can run indefinitely. So in that case we need to put a base case. Okay, so base case in the sense where, like, when the condition fails, it will just terminate. Okay, the execution will terminate. Okay, so let's say if I greater than 6, over here we have to run till 6. So we say if I greater than 6, we will simply return. Okay, so this we call as base case. Okay, so let's try to draw the recursion tree. So when we called f of 1, we got choco 1. F of 1 called f of 2, and then we got choco 2. F of 2 called f of 3. Okay, and then we got choco 3. F of 3 called f of 4, then we got choco 4. F of 4 called f of 5, and we got choco 5. Okay, and finally it will call f of 6 and we'll get choco 6. But here comes the twist. Okay, so when f of 6 will call f of 7, it will encounter this base case I greater than 6. Okay, I greater than 6. Okay, so basically it will simply return. Okay, so it will simply return immediately after encountering the base case. Okay, this entire thing runs on a call stack, which we call as execution context. Okay, call stack or execution context. Okay, so basically first it will be empty, and when it will encounter f of 1, so it will push into the stack. So f of 1. Okay, and then f of 1 will call f of 2. Okay, f of 2 will call f of 3. F of 3 will call f of 4. F of 4 will call f of 5. F of 5 will call f of 6, and finally f of 6 will call f of 7, and it will encounter the base case and it will simply return. Okay, now what is the stack size? So stack size is 6, and we often consider this as a space complexity as well. Okay, auxiliary stack space, right? So we sometimes call it space complexity of 6. The 6 is the length. Okay, now there is a backbencher like me. So he says, okay, I don't want to inform first. Okay, I will collect and then I'll inform. Okay, so basically let's say, okay, so we'll draw the same thing over here. Choco um, Choco 1, Choco 2, Choco 3, Choco 4, Choco 5 and Choco 6. Okay, so he says, okay, I will collect Choco 1 but I will not inform. Okay, so he will call to collect Choco 2, then he will collect Choco 3, then he will collect Choco 4, then he will collect Choco 5, then he will collect Choco 6. So after he collected Choco 6, then basically he says, okay, I'll inform. Okay, so basically he'll inform, okay, I'll inform first Choco 6, okay, then he'll inform Choco 5, then he'll inform Choco 4, then he'll inform Choco 3, and then he'll inform Choco 2, and then we inform Choco 1. So this we call as a post order traversal. Okay, so basically if there is a function f, we'll take the same function over here. Okay, so f of I, okay, we'll write the base case, same base case, if I greater than 6, return. Okay, and then, so earlier we informed, right? So we informed first and then we went to collect chocolate. But here we will go for collection first, okay, and then we'll inform. Okay, so here we'll call the f of I plus 1 first and then we'll say we'll inform. So print I. Okay, so basically in this case, we are first collecting, we are first going, and then while returning back we are informing like this is Choco 6, this is Choco 5, this is Choco 4, this is Choco 3, Choco 2, Choco 1. Okay, so let's try to draw the recursion tree. So first we'll call f of 1. Okay, will not print anything. Okay, f of 1 will call f of 2, f of 2 will call f of 3. Okay, f of 3 will call f of 4. Okay, f of 4 will call f of 5, f of 5 will call f of 6, f of 6 will call f of 7, and it will encounter the base case, so this will not be executed anymore. And when it will call f of, so we are over here, f of 6 called f of 7, f of 7 encountered the base case, so it did not execute. So then f of 6 will say, okay, I want to inform, so it will say Choco, I have collected Choco 6, then it will go over here, Choco, it will print Choco 5, then it will go over here, it will print Choco 4, then it will go over here and it will say I have collected Choco 3, then you'll go over here and it will say I have collected Choco 2, then it will go over here and it will say I have collected Choco 1. Okay, and this entire thing will run on the same execution context or call stack as we have seen previously. Call stack or execution context. Okay, so first there will be nothing. F of first, and when it will encounter f of 1, so it will push into the stack. F of 1 will call f of 2, f of 2 will call f of 3, f of 3 will call f of 4, f of 4 will call f of 5, f of 5 will call f of 6, and then it will call f of 7, it will encounter the base case, it will return immediately. Now f of 6 will be popped out, f of 6 will be popped out from the stack and it will print Choco 6, f of 5 will be popped out and then it will print Choco 5, then f of 4 will be popped out and it will print Choco 4, and so on, like it will print till f of the entire call stack will be empty and it will print like 6 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, in the reverse order. Okay, so here in the previous case we have seen like it print 1 2 3 4 5 6. Over here we'll see like it will print in the reverse order. Okay.